Hey, how y'all doing out there? This is easy work boxing, about to hit you everywhere but under your feet with this one. Please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. If you're old to the channel, hit that notification bell. Got to go in on Teofimo Lopez. You know, he will be fighting George Kambosos Jr. for his mandatory that will be coming up soon. He said that's his next fight. I just got to go in and talk a little bit about Teofimo Lopez. You know, I think I've been judging Teofimo Lopez. You know, I'm going to correct that. You know, I'm going to come in, I'm going to say what I got to say about Teofimo Lopez. Now, first thing I got to say about Teofimo is this. Teofimo, you have earned your stripes. You have done everything that's necessary to be where you are in the sport of boxing. Yes, you are. You is a 135-pound king. I give you credit for that. But as far as undisputed, in all actuality, my brother, no, you are not undisputed. You really have to go against Devin Haney and take that title, you know, due to the, shall I say, casual way of boxing nowadays. Yes, you can consider yourself the undisputed champion, but in real facts, no, you are not. You have to go see Devin Haney. But just to talk about what he was saying, you know, saying that he is the king of 135, which he is, and they are the queens. He basically broke Devin Haney down. Basically told the truth on Devin Haney. Devin Haney ain't fought a top 10 opponent. He said Devin Haney fights top 20 opponents. Why should he give Devin Haney a chance to step in the ring when he hasn't proved himself? Which is good. You know, I can understand what he's saying. He had to get it the hard way. You know, he has had more bigger names, bigger fights than anybody who is considered a big name at 135. He has the question of who did Tank fight? Tank ain't fought nobody at 135. He fought Gamboa, a guy with an injured leg and 38 years old. Like he said, Ryan Garcia is the one who's really done anything in the division because Ryan Garcia has fought guys at least in the top 10 or with a name at 135. Devin Haney, not. Tank has not. So, you know, how can these guys be out there saying that they deserve 50-50 and they are big names at 135 like Teofimo Lopez is? So I've been misjudging Teofimo a little bit. You know, I've been really thinking he on the high horse, but then when you think about it, he actually is on point with what he's saying. He really wants to fight all of them, but he's saying, why should I give them the chance when they ain't really out there doing nothing? They ain't even stepped to the level of competition that I have. Basically, if anybody deserves a match with me, it would be Ryan Garcia, not Tank, not Devin Haney. Now, he's saying he's going to fight Kambosos Jr., which he's saying, you know, he has a mandatory, which is Kambosos Jr. But at the same time, unification trumps mandatory. So if Devin Haney want to fight you, you can pay Kambosos Jr. some money to step aside and you can go ahead and get that fight out the way. So, you know, at the same time, Teo is saying this, but what's wrong with you going to get that other belt? It probably the fact is that he's ignoring the fact that people don't consider him the the undisputed fighter of the world at 135. It maybe he's just not listening to it, because if he was really paying attention, he'll go ahead and make that fight. If he feel he can beat Devin Haney, he'll go ahead and take that title. But because in all actuality, Mr. Teofimo Lopez, you are the king, but you are not undisputed until you go see Devin Haney. Now to go in on Devin Haney. Now, Devin Haney, now you are being dodged. A lot of people are not trying to get in the ring with you, but as well, brother, you have a fight, a top 10 opponent, like Teofimo says that you are not fighting, which is Javier Fortuna, and you have yet to give Javier Fortuna his shot at your title. So why don't you go and fight Javier Fortuna, put him on your resume if you should beat him, and then that way Teofimo can look and say, okay, now he's doing something. And maybe even Devin Haney may even need one more fight after a Javier Fortuna fight, in my opinion, to even call out Teofimo Lopez. Tank, ain't too much to say about Tank at 135. I don't even think Tank gonna fight at 135 his next fight. Tank gonna go to 130. And Tank gonna fight somebody at 130. And everybody once again gonna be waiting to see what Tank gonna do. Then they gonna go back hollering out saying they gonna fight this person and that person. Floyd ain't gonna do that. Floyd whole game plan with Tank is big reward, low risk. Bigger reward, low risk. So Tank will probably fight at 130. He may even, hell, Tank may drop to 136. He dropped to 130 to fight Leo Santa Cruz. So he may drop to 126 to try to fight somebody. You'll never know with Tank, because their whole career thing with Tank is making him a pay-per-view star, not a legacy fighter, and not somebody who's going to be remembered in history, for doing what they're doing in the sport. They're not concerned about that with Tank. They don't care about that with Tank. Now, yeah, not Leo. Teofimo Lopez got beat up in sparring by the guy. I can't remember his name, but some guy, young guy, was in an amateur, stopped him 3 times. Now, due to the fact that that guy could stop him in the amateurs, what's to say that Devin Haney can't stop you, Tank can't stop you, Ryan Garcia can't stop you, or anybody else in the professional league, which you can't stop you. You keep saying that they have to go prove something, but is this prove something really you being scared to go out there and fight them? That's just a question, because you keep saying they have to prove something, but yet these are big names in your division. Why not just go and knock them off if you feel you can beat them? Now, I feel Teofimo Lopez is a confident fighter, but at the same time, he comes across as not that confident when you won't give Vasyl Lomachenko a rematch. If you was confident, you got to think about Floyd Mayweather. Every time we even thought somebody beat Floyd, what he did? He rematched him. Why is it that you won't go back in the ring, make more money, which you would get a lot of money off rematching Vasyl Lomachenko? Why won't you go in there and fight Vasyl Lomachenko a second time? See, there's a lot of questions as well to be asked with Teofimo Lopez. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I give him his just due. You went out there, and like he said, all the guys who Ryan Garcia, Tank, all them guys had a chance to fight Vasyl Lomachenko. And they all said that they wasn't ready, they ducked, they did this, they did that. Devin Haney overpriced himself, from the words of Teofimo. I'm not sure about that, but that's what he says, because the fight didn't happen. But all y'all had the opportunity to go out there. Teofimo Lopez said he was even lowballed. He was lowballed to fight Vasyl Lomachenko. He said, but he thought about Floyd Mayweather versus Oscar De La Hoya. He said Floyd had to take and do everything that Oscar asked. He said he knew it was a legacy fight. He said when you worry about the money, then that's going to be a problem for you. Teofimo Lopez took low money, and he went out there, and now he the dude on top. So I always criticize Teofimo Lopez for the Devin Haney situation about the $10 million. But at the same time, we have to understand that Teofimo feels that, hell, I am the man. I got lowball to get my spot. From now on, if you want it, pay for it. So I kind of feel like I was wrong with judging Teofimo Lopez, because he got lowballed to get where he at, like Floyd did. Floyd had to go through the same thing. So you damn right. If you want my titles, give me my money. It's only right, it's only fair. You know what I'm saying? Because he basically just told the truth. Ryan Garcia is the only person who he'll probably give a title shot to. Because we know Tank ain't did nothing at 135. We know that. We know Devin ain't did nothing at 135. But my thing is, man, if you can beat him, go ahead and get him out your way. Go ahead and knock him out. Now, let's talk about Carlos Kambosos Jr. Now, Carlos Kambosos Jr., to me, he look a little bit too small for Teofimo Lopez. Carlos Kambosos Jr. is 5'9", with a 68-inch reach. Now, they're about the same size, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, they're exactly the same size. Kambosos Jr. is actually an inch higher than Teofimo Lopez. By the size difference, Kambosos looked like he's very small. And we all know that Teofimo Lopez is on his way out of 135, which he will be the big fighter in that fight. Great athleticism from Teofimo, counterpunching. Also, Kambosos Jr. is a counterpuncher. He has a slick uppercut where he throws in the inside over his opponents when they're trying to come in on him. He's a fast opponent, holds his ground, but I just feel Teofimo Lopez will overpower him in this fight. I could possibly see Kambosos Jr. probably taking his first knockout. I think that Teofimo Lopez will go out literally and show the world that he is willing to knock out any and everybody in this fight. And by this dude stepping up and coming for his title, he said it's the first title that he ever obtained, which he loved the most. So I could possibly see Teofimo Lopez going out there and knocking out Kambosos Jr. I could possibly see that. But Kambosos Jr., he doesn't have devastating power. That's one thing that's going to be needed against Teofimo Lopez. He doesn't have a devastating power. He keeps his left hand down as well. You know, but he moves his head, got a good head movement, but he keeps his left hand down as well. That's the wrong thing to do against Teofimo Lopez. Y'all seen what he did to Richard Comey when he dropped Richard Comey with that right hand. But, you know, I'm going to study the fight some more, y'all, you know, before I make my prediction on it, before I put it up there. But from the way I see it right now, I don't see Kambosos Jr. coming out too good in that fight. I think that Teofimo Lopez is too big of a fighter, too strong, and that he will eventually overcome Kambosos Jr. But to say that you're going to fight a mandatory when you can literally pay him and go ahead and get Devin Haney, you know, but he justifies it so well, you know, it's hard to, you know, really go against what he's saying because he justifies it so well. At the end of the day, these dudes have to go out there and step up to the plate and give him something to fight. You know, I wouldn't just give up what I earned either. I got lowballed. I took a low price the last fight, and y'all gonna pay me for my titles. If you want it, you're gonna have to pay me for my titles, man. I'm not. If I was him, I wouldn't just give it up either. Hello, what you say, Chief Red? Did the fight get signed? No. It's not signed yet. I'm looking on BoxRec right now. You know, that's how I'm looking at both of the fighters. Neither one of them hasn't showed up on their resumes or their list of fighters yet. So I can't say it's official. But I'm sure that Teofimo Lopez is willing to give step aside money if there's a lot of money on the table to fight Devin Haney. You know, like I said, I'll criticize the $10 million offer or him saying that he wanted to fight Devin Haney for $10 million, but the man got lowball. And he is the king. Now, he is not undisputed, in my opinion, but he is the king of 135, without a doubt. You have to give him that credit. Now, like I said in one of my videos before, Tank shouldn't be mentioned in 135. I don't give a damn. Well, he got a belt. Yeah, he got a WBA title at 135. Even still, I don't think he should be mentioned. I don't think he should be mentioned with the rest of the names out there because he ain't done nothing. Now, true enough, Devin Haney ain't fought a big name fight or somebody in the top 10, but he has been fighting at 135. Tank hasn't even been fighting at 135, but one fight. So I don't even understand why people even put him in that category as he's a 135 pound. Supposedly due to travel ban for COVID, Teo about to fight Haney instead. He better. I wish he would, you know. I hope he get a lot of money because Teo deserve it. I like the fact, like he said, he went and did what Floyd Mayweather did. He seen the legacy in what he was doing, and he chose legacy over money. And now all Teofimo Lopez is really out there trying to do is collect his money. I beat who I had to beat. When other fighters was out there and they was ducking and dodging, I stood up. I said I wanted to fight them, and I beat them. I've done more than them at 135. Y'all gonna have to pay me. Pay me. Can't get no realer than that. The question is when is he gonna move up to 140? That's the question. Because I mean, it's obvious that Teofimo is too big for 135. But at the same time, hell, everybody else doing it. If you could dominate at another weight, then dominate. You know, first of all, I feel like, no, I really can't say that because people say that, oh, Vasil Lomachenko was too small for 135. Vasil Lomachenko never had no business up there then. People, they always say people got to remember Vasil Lomachenko was much smaller. You know what I'm saying? He's supposed to have been a 135 pounder, but yet he decided to move up. That's not nobody's fault but his. But that's for the Lomachenko fans who want to sit up there and say that, to help the fact that he lost again. Well, he is a smaller fighter moving up. I even heard Max Kellerman say that shit. But Max, he decided to move up. He lost. Give him credit for taking the challenges, for trying to move up and fight other opponents in bigger weight classes. But when he was winning, wasn't nobody saying nothing. When he was beating up Luke Campbell and George Linares, wasn't nobody saying shit about how small he was. But then when he run up on Teofimo Lopez and get his ass whooped, all of a sudden we got to hear, oh, he's supposed to be in at 130. Well, take your ass to 130. Because what's going to happen when he run up on another 135 pounder and Vasil Lomachenko get his ass whooped? What's going to happen then? Weird thing is, if Haney was signed to Top Rank, he would have got a lot of opportunities. T-Row. See, it ain't a... So y'all finna start the across the street talk with Devin Haney versus Teofimo Lopez too, right? I'm just asking Chief. Because it sounds like you saying if he was with Top Rank this, and same thing with the Terrence Crawford, Errol Spence, Now we're gonna have across the street talks about about Teofimo Lopez and Devin Haney. You see what this shit's then started? You see what channels are out here promoting bullshit with this across the street shit, and people are literally going by it, talking about it. People saying T.O. is the new Thurman. I can't say that. I can't say that. I can't say he's the new Thurman. He done went out there and he done did what he was supposed to do. I don't think he really ducking nobody. I think he just really want people. I think he really want what he deserved. In my opinion, with T.O., it's not about ducking. I think he just want his money. I'm not finna give up my titles for people who don't deserve it for no money. T.O. got the opportunity. That's possibly true. That's possibly true, but then you got to think about it. Tank versus Teofimo Lopez, versus Vasil Lomachenko would have made money too. All those fights would have made money. So you just can't put it in the front of you know what I'm saying? Promoters are there to make money. People have to understand this. Promoters don't give a fuck about a fighter losing. That's not their concern. Promoters are there to make money. Promoters are there to put fighters in the biggest fights so they can get revenue off that fight. Promoters are not there ducking fights. Promoters don't have to duck. They don't get punched in the face. They're there for paychecks. Promoters don't give a damn about their fighter losing. That's why Floyd is doing what he's doing with Tank. See, when you invest in a fighter, Floyd got to get his money back. See, the more money Tank make, the more money Floyd make. That's why they ain't worried about no legacy fights. They worry about money. The more money Tank make, the more money Floyd get back. Yeah, because the belts control power. The belts are like gold, especially for promoters. The belts are like gold. See, when it comes to the Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence situation, once them belts get taken, PBC in trouble. The only person they really got left is Jamel Charlo. They done took Wilder. They take Spence. They take Spence out. Belt's gone. Next person, Jamel Charlo. After that, PBC in trouble. Them belts hold court. Yes. That's a great comment right here. I like this comment. Teofimo Lopez is the most disputed, undisputed champion ever. He is. He is. It's been good, bro. It's been good. Y'all, the link is up. You're welcome to come on to the channel if you want to. Like I said, the link is up, y'all. Please smash that like button if you're watching right now. Please hit the like button. I don't think so, Rich. I don't think so, Rich. Teofimo is bigger than this dude, man. More powerful than this dude. Kambosos Jr. doesn't really have that much power. He doesn't have that much power. He can hurt you, but it's from accumulation of punches. I don't see him stunning or hurting Teofimo Lopez due to the weight advantage of Teofimo Lopez. I don't see him stunning or hurting for Teofimo Lopez. I think he's gonna lose. Right now, it was really no need for me to really even make a prediction on him because I don't see anything that he can do to change it. So, not counting him out, anything can happen in the sport of boxing. One punch change everything. But I just don't see Kambosos as that person to beat Teofimo Lopez. Yes, that's right. Teofimo was. He was the only one to step up and take that chance. And that's why I feel he deserves everything that he wants. Yes, you have to take risks. Devin wanted it, but from what I'm hearing is that Devin Haney priced himself out. He priced himself out. Teofimo Lopez said, fuck it, I need this money. He said, I need these legacy fights. I'm not finna sit up here and argue whether or not Devin is close to Teofimo Lopez. That's not even an argument. I know we got a lot of Devin Haney fans. We shout out to H Money. H Money be on the channel, but just being real with it, you can't put Teofimo and Devin in the same category. That's just wrong. Yeah, I've been said that. Devin Haney ain't from the hood. They try their best to say he from California or something like that. But I seen a video actually when they went and got out the van of where they say he from. He come, reminisce and tell you nothing about the street. His dad is from that neighborhood. Devin is not from that neighborhood. Devin is a suburban dude. You can tell from how he act. Not hating on him or nothing. He a hell of a fighter. But that street act, he got to stop that. Because ain't nothing street about Devin Haney. Nothing. Usually when you go to the hood or you remembering where you from, when you get out and you showing the cameras, you'll be like, hey, the candy lady stayed down here. We used to fight and box back here a lot. We played football right here. I remember it was a bad car wreck on this street right here. Two people, you going to remember something. He got out the car and went to shaking hands and hugging people. That didn't show me that he was actually from that neighborhood. Now, one thing I got to say, trying to be hood or promoting hood life ain't good either. Ain't nothing wrong with saying, hey, I grew up good. Ain't nothing wrong with saying, yeah, I grew up in a suburban area. Ain't nothing wrong with that. It's just the fact that people try to portray that they came from somewhere they didn't, and I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? Because you ain't had that struggle like most people. So, you know, that really gets under my skin when I see people portraying like they really from the hood or something. They know they not. You know, you don't know what it's like to flip a loaf of bread and oodles and noodles and, you know, cut all that out, man. Cut it out. Because at the same time, a lot of them who are acting like they're gangsters and stuff, how did y'all pay for amateur events? How did you go here across seas? How did your parents were paying that? So you weren't poor. So cut it out. Yes, being from the suburbs is a great thing. Great thing. But like I said, Devin Haney, you know what I'm saying? He has if you're really looking for a fight, Javier Fortuna is out there waiting for you. He keeps calling your name out. He wants your head. He's the person who even created the so-called name of email champion. But yet, he won't go out there and go fight Devin Haney. I mean, go out there and fight, you know what I'm saying, Javier Fortuna. That's true. The hood people want to be rich and the rich people want to be hood. Why? I don't know. Because if I could be rich, I'd never go back to the hood unless I was looking out for people. I would never go back unless I'm looking out for people. But y'all, that's all I really had to say about this video, y'all. Ain't too much to talk about with this. I just want to get on here and justify my reasons on, you know, why I feel that Teofimo Lopez is in the right place. I criticized him earlier about the fact that he wanted 10 million, didn't understand really what was going on until I watched the Fight Hype video. So I really now understand what it is that he wants, and he deserves it, in my opinion. So I got to take back everything I was saying about Teofimo's craze and Teofimo Lopez becoming disrespectful. Now, he has done some disrespectful things like talking about Deontay Wilder and stuff like that, you know, but besides that, when it comes to his money issues and who he gonna fight and how much he should get, I think he deserves every penny now. But y'all let me know how y'all feel in the comment section. If you want to donate to the channel, Cash App is available on the channel. PayPal is too. It's the weekend. I want y'all to be safe out here. Have fun with your loved ones. It's your country cuz on. Easy work boxing, and I'm out. Thank y'all for y'all time. Please like,